Hey everybody, I hope I'm in the right place. Let's see. I am awesome. So a little unscheduled visit today. Yesterday was the first, I don't know, Super Saturday, Stamp Yourself Silly. We could call it a lot of different things, but basically we had people here working, crafting all day long, and it was lots of fun. I wanted to show you a little bit of what we did, and also give you some ideas about what we're going to do in 2 weeks. Most of you know I work another job, and I have quite a bit of travel that I am doing this summer, and for that reason I had to shuffle my schedule a little bit, and so that's why we crammed a month's worth of classes into a single Saturday for June, and we're doing it again in July. Of course, now July is not because of a work schedule, it's because my husband and I are taking an Alaskan cruise. So that is, we're just a little excited about that. We leave on the 19th, and we're actually going to be on the same ship as the Stampin' Up! Incentive winners, so I'll get to spend some time with my friends, and my husband will get to meet all of them as well. So that's exciting. And you might even notice that I am wearing these cute little Eskimo earrings that I made a couple years ago when this trip was announced. I really was working hard to earn that trip, and got close. So anyway, let me show you what I've got for you today. First, I want to show you what we did yesterday, and I'm going to switch cameras so that you can see down here. I think it'll be easier. So the first class that we had yesterday was a birthday class, and everyone who came got a package of designer series paper, the Broadway Birthday designer series paper, as well as the some embellishments. This ribbon, they got about half a pack of ribbon. They got 5 yards of ribbon. They got two cards from the paper pumpkin pack, and then they made this little treat bag and these 5 cards. So some of these cards were designed by my friend Michelle Litwiller, and thank goodness for her. June was a little eventful, and so I didn't get to prepare for my classes quite as much as I would have liked. My mom was in a car accident first. My mom, my daughter, my granddaughter, and my niece were in a car accident while we were on vacation. And then this week we went, we spent some time in the hospital with my mom. Everybody is okay, just an unfortunate series of events. So anyway, but I was grateful for Michelle sharing these great designs that I was able then to incorporate into my class. So these two are the two from the Paper Pumpkin. So Paper Pumpkin is the monthly subscription, as you know, and every month it's a surprise, which is great fun. And in June, for the first time ever, they coordinated the Paper Pumpkin with a suite in the catalog, and that is the Broadway Birthday suite. Let me see if I can find it. So it is actually here on page 68 and 69 of the catalog. So we actually worked with the metallic pearls, the ribbon, the candles. Everybody got a full pack of this paper, and then we stamped the birthday hat, we stamped the wish, and used the dots. So it was great fun. This is the card that used the dots, the wish stamp with the dots, and then the birthday hat with we cut that out with the big shot, and as well as this little exciting banner piece down here. So that was super fun. Oh, I just lost my train of thought there. Oh, that's terrible. I hate when that happens. Maybe it'll come back, and maybe it won't. Oh, it did come back. So with the wish, this wish I cut out of the gold foil, and I actually used the self-adhesive sheets, which are awesome. They work so that you cut your cardstock or your paper the width of the adhesive sheet, and then you peel and stick one side of the adhesive sheet to your paper, And then when you run it through the Big Shot, everything comes out and it's already got adhesive on it. You just peel it and stick. So let me see if I can show you. So for example, if I peel this off, then this side is sticky. So it is very helpful in situations like this. That little eye was already had adhesive on it and everything. So those adhesive sheets are with the accessories and the other adhesives in the catalog. So check those out if you haven't seen them before. So this was this month. This was June. The July class, I gave them a hint that we are actually going to work with, forgive me while I shuffle over here, this abstract impressions stamp set and paper. And I'm going to jump back to that just a moment. I kind of goofed on what I wanted to share there. So let me come back and tell you about that in a few minutes. The next class that we had was actually they did Christmas cards next, and I had been able to get a great deal on the clearance rack on one of the project kits that was in the holiday catalog last year. So they got to do the whole kit and made, I think it's 20 different cards. So I don't have those out here because they made them all. Didn't even need my samples for that. In the all occasion class, which is typically my third Thursday of the month, we normally make 4 designs, 2 cards of each. But I wanted to spotlight all of the colors, the new in colors. So I used the In Colors Designer Series paper, the Itty Bitty Greetings stamp set. That's brand new in this catalog. It's had a whole revamp, so about 35 different sayings there. And then we used the coordinating ribbon and the cardstock, and it was great. So let's see if I know my colors. This is Lovely Lipstick, Pineapple Punch, Grapefruit Grove, Blueberry Bushel, and Call Me Clover. So some great, bright colors. And in July, there is a fantastic special on colors. If you join the Stampin' Up! Family for $99 in July, you will choose $125 products free, anything that you want from the catalog. I'll be glad to help you make some decisions. And in addition, you can choose one of the color families to receive 10 ink pads. So let me explain how those work. So the color families start on page 183. So this color family here, you get all 10 of the in colors. The 5 new for this year and the 5 that were introduced last year. So that's an awesome thing. But you could also choose, the neutrals and get the 10 neutrals in the new style ink pad, or the brights reorganized with some new colors, the subtles, or the regals. So your choice. That's a $75 value that you'd be getting in addition to the $125 products. So $200 worth of products for $99 plus tax. Great deal. I hope you would consider talking to me about that. It's a discount that you would have ongoing, 20% discount that you'd have ongoing for any purchases for some period of time. If you started in July, then you'd have till December to use your discount. You'd be able to pre-order from the holiday catalog next month. I know, can you believe it? We just got the annual catalog, and now we've got the holiday catalog coming right on our heels. So, pretty excited about that. But what I really wanted to show you was, yesterday in the birthday class, we talked about birthday bags. And I referred to a project that Rhonda Wade demonstrated about a month or so ago. So using 2 sheets of 12 by 12 paper, she put together a gift bag and a card. And I'm going to show you how I did that following her instructions in just a moment. But I thought it would be fun to take that same concept smaller. So here I have this darling little bag using 2 sheets of 6 by 6 designer series paper. Has this cute little card on the front. Not much room for your sentiment, but enough to say love, who it's from, whatever a little sentiment could be written here. And then it just slides on. So, and you could add ribbon to give it handles. It's just super, super cute. I hope that this is showing up. Sorry guys, I just want to make sure that I've got the camera turned the right way. And I've got the iPad up. Okay, yes, I think that looks all right. So, I've got some comments. Right, I don't want to freak out. Oops. Okay, so let me show you on the larger scale how I did this, and then I will post the dimensions and the instructions in the comments so that if you want to make a small one or a large one, you can, because I think this is just adorable. This is actually retired designer series paper. I pulled this out of my my BOGO sale this morning so that I could play a little bit. And I've got some Christmas paper in there too, and I thought, wouldn't that be cute to make some little Christmas gifts? And you could put some shred in here, or you know, I'm not that creative, but I thought that they would be super cute little gift bags too. So let me set that aside and show you the larger one. So the first thing you do, you have your 12 by 12 sheet of paper, right? And you're going to score it at 1 inch at the top, and that's going to fold over. Okay, that'll be this part that you see here. Then you score it at 3 inches. Turn your paper and score it at 3 inches. Turn your paper and score it at 3 inches. So all you have to remember to do is to do 1 inch. Now you need to pay attention to which way your pattern is going. Like this is a vertical pattern, so I needed to make sure that I had my 1 inch on the proper side, so that when I put my bag together, the balloons are going the right way. So that's how my bag is going to look when it's together. Okay, so once I've got that scored, I take the bottom and I burnish my edges. Okay, always use a bone folder to burnish your edges, just like that. And then you cut up to the score line on the 2 flaps. Okay, that's your bottom of your bag. Then the other piece of 12 by 12, okay, make sure you've got it turned right, and you're going to cut 4 inches off right away. Right? That 4 inches makes up your card. Right? So this is my 12 by 12 paper. I'm never going to get this to line up quite right. Once you have cut your 4 inches off, right? So now your paper is 8 by 12. So you still do the 1 inch across the top, right? That's the part that's going to fold down. And then you just want a 1 inch side piece. Okay, so 1 inch here, turn your paper, 1 inch here across the top, 1 inch down the side, and then 3 inches. So the first time you needed 1 and then 3 times. And on the second piece, you cut 4 inches off, and then you need 3 1s and 1 3. I promise I will put this in the comments. I have it scribbled everywhere. Then this is and then you score them, okay? You score them and then burnish them with your bone folder, and then again you cut up to that score line. So that's going to form this way. Now you want some really strong adhesive when you're putting this together. And I love Fast Fuse, and I know it's retired, and I'm sorry, that's what I've picked up. Tear and tape would be an excellent alternative. I just don't happen to have mine within reach, so forgive me for cheating. If you didn't load up on Fast Fuse when it was on sale and available, I'm sorry. Use tear and tape. You want something super, super strong. I got that really close to the line. Need to pay attention better. Okay, so I'm just taking a strip of, we'll call this tear and tape, all the way down each of the sides. Okay, and I'm actually going to take a little piece up here near the top on both sides. This is going to tuck into the other one. Now I'm going to bring bring my ends together. Okay, so the sticky long one is the front. All right, so now I've got sticky here and sticky here. Oops, and I just stuck it to my table. And then there's one, I'll call that 1/2 of my box. Set that over there. And then I am going to come across and glue a piece of tape on the top. This one's really not necessary. I just felt like it made it a little more sturdy. Okay. Now I don't need to put tape here because I've already got tape on this side, and this one's going to fit just right inside here. But I do need to worry about this bottom piece, and this is the piece that I've played with several times trying to figure out how to do it. I want this to be the very bottom, this solid piece. So I'm going to bring these two in here, and then I'm going to set the bottom of this one on top of those pieces. So I actually want to put, think about this. I want tape. Actually, I think I want tape on both sides of this. We may glue this to my table in just a second. We'll see. Maybe not. All right, so I'm thinking that takes, okay, yeah, I did do that silly because now I don't have a way to put tape here without gluing it. So that's why I keep these silicone mats handy. So I'll be able to peel this off. Yes, I want the bottom of the other side. See, isn't that the coolest thing? It's pretty awesome when you can turn a boo-boo into another, show you a use for another product. So that's the silicone mat. It's a great accessory for adhesives. Okay, so now I'm going to tuck this in here. And I'm going to tuck this one in here. I'm going to hope that everything lines up well. So I've got some sticky down in my bag that I just laid down. The bottom of this one is not sticky, but the sides are. So I'm afraid I need my head to go in here in order to see. So I want to line that up really well at the bottom. And then each of my sides. Isn't this pretty? So this is part of the Broadway Designer Series paper, and Designer Series paper is on sale in July as well. So the papers that are $11, Designer Series papers that are $11, you can purchase buy three and get one free. So, all right, let me just grab a catalog before I go any farther so I can show you, because I'll lose my train of thought. So here they start with the Twinkle Twinkle Designer Series paper, Under the Mistletoe, Nature's Poem, Petal Promenade, Tranquil Textures, Animal Expedition, Best Route or Route, Garden Impressions, Tropical Escape, and the Wood Textures. So all of these papers are buy three, get one free the whole month of July. So I'll be making a purchase of Designer Series paper and stock up just a little bit. So now I have my little bag, and again, this could be a box. I could squish it together and then poke holes here, punch holes here, and run a ribbon through and tie it with a big bow. That's an option. I could punch holes here and here, and then run ribbons here. I could make handles, or I could just leave it just like it is. All right, so that's the basic of the box. Let me show you how the card comes into play. So, and I have this little template here that I put together, and I know you can't see that well enough at all, but this is my template for the part that the card slides into, right? So my card is going to fit right into it. So this piece of paper is a 5.5 by 2.25. And then I take my classic label punch, and I'm going to put first, I'm going to push it all the way to the back, and then I'm going to line up the edge of the punch and the edge of the cardstock. And this is how I keep it straight, as I just keep punching all the way across until on the other side I have it lined up again, all the way to the back, all the way to the edge. So now I have, and it could be a little cleaned up just a little bit. So I'll put it back in and just see if I can't clean up that edge just a little. Yeah. Okay. So that's all that there is to that. Classic label punch. So find the punches in the back. All right. Then your adhesive, be careful. You only want the adhesive across the top here. So I'm going to put the adhesive, I'll use my silicone mat in case my fast fuse is too wide. Or I go outside of the lines, which is what I did. So I'm just using my finger to run it across and push the adhesive down on the side that I need the adhesive on. Now I'm going to line up the top of the slit I made with the bottom of the part that I folded over. And that way everything stays straight. And now I can just slide my card right in. And I have this adorable card and a bag all in one. So I've shown you the bags. Let me show you these cards. So for the full-size bag, this piece of cardstock is 5.5 by 4.25. So it is 1/4 of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. And this is lovely lipstick, by the way. It's such a pretty color. Then this is the 4-inch piece that we cut off of our 12-inch piece, and then I cut off an additional 1.5 inches. Okay, so, and then I scored it at 4.25. I believe that's right. Scored it. All right, let me get rid of that. I scored it. Oh, should probably try to do the inch side. Sorry, I scored it at 5.25. I knew that didn't quite sound right. So this ends up being just like the top layer of your classic card. So it is 4 going this way and 5.25 going this way. All right. So, and then you just need a layer on the inside, and this would be like the second layer. So this is 3.25, 3 3/4. Okay, so 3 3/4 by 5 on the inside. I promise I'll put all these dimensions down. You don't need to keep rewinding and watching. I'll put them in the comments. Then I took a gold metallic doily, did that. This lovely label punch, I hope that's the name of it. It is a punch in the catalog, and I punched one in lovely lipstick and cut it in half, and then I punched one in white and layered it. And then this is the shimmer ribbon, and I just tied just a knot on the side. So the stamp here and the stamp here are from this little box. Have you all seen this little box? This is so cute. It comes with, oops, not this punch. It comes with this punch and this little stamp set. And then there are other stamps in the catalog that fit this punch as well. And it comes with a block and an ink spot. So you could even store it this way. Put your punch there and your stamps there. Here's your block, and here are 2 ink spots, Night of Navy and Grapefruit Grove. So that's where those little, that's where the sentiments came for the card. Does this look familiar to y'all? Somebody pointed out at the retreat last week that it looked really familiar. And forgive me while I leave you here for a second and step aside to the other side of my desk so I can grab something. Oh, shoot. It is so much like the Paisley and Posey's paper that we had in the holiday catalog a couple of years ago. Now, this is copper, not gold, whereas this is gold. But I think that's so cool that they brought it back, sort of. So that's actually a home decor piece that I hang up at Thanksgiving. Okay, so that's the little box. I'll have to put the details for that too, but it's too cute. What else have I forgotten? Okay, so that's how these came together. I'll put the dimensions in. Let me show you a little bit about what we're going to be doing in a couple of weeks. So we will have a birthday club, a Christmas card class, an all occasions card class, and memory keeping going on at the same time. So let me start with memory keeping. So these are a few pages from my 12 by 12 album. And this is using a card kit, a Memories and More card kit that retired, okay? But you can see how I've taken some elements from the card kit, used them on these pages. Love the pocket pages. Why does it look like my video stalled? No, it's still going. I think. So anyway, use these pocket pages that we sell, as well as the Memories and More card kits. So this is also one that retired my granddaughter Hazel. Next month, well no, this month, in 2 weeks, we're going to be using the Delightfully Detailed card pack to make some layouts, and I plan to have some traditional 12 by 12 for those who are the traditional scrapbookers, as well as layouts for the pocket pages. These are just gorgeous. One of these, actually I decided to use these because one of these cards says, I've had a better day, or I've had better days. And I thought that was just so appropriate for some of our June events. So, you know, I've just given you a strong hint of what I'm going to be cropping as well. Alright, so Delightfully Detailed, that is memory keeping. So there'll be a goodie bag with the memory keeping as well as the birthday club. So memory keeping, Delightfully Detailed. In the Christmas, we're going to be using the Stylish Christmas stamp set, as well as possibly something that was just announced today for demonstrators. So I won't commit that this is all going to be this stamp set, but it is going to be featured, as well as the Designer Series paper because it's on sale this month. Then, for our birthdays, we're going to be using this Abstract Impressions, and then this beautiful paper that's part of the suite as well. Okay. So it is just gorgeous, bright colors. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. Now, it doesn't have birthday sentiments in the stamp set, so we'll be pulling birthday sentiments from another stamp set. Aren't they pretty? And we'll be making cards. Usually we make 6 unique cards and some other type of project. And there's a goodie bag that comes with the birthday club as well. So they have plenty of leftovers to play with. Let me show you where that suite lives in the catalog. Come on. So here's the Delightfully Detailed, and there are just lots of stuff to do with that. Then Garden Impressions. So this is the suite. It's on page 129 for what we'll be doing in here. I need to show you all something else that I don't know where it is. I'll have to post a photo. But notice this beautiful stamp set. I had a new friend join our group yesterday, and she has been stamping for a very long time. And when I showed her this stamp set in paper, she immediately knew that something very, very similar had been part of Stampin' Up! In the past. She was kind enough to actually bring me an old catalog from 2005-2006, and the stamp set that she remembered was actually in here. How cool is this, that this is so similar? This one was called Roses in Winter, and just beautiful. So I get some ideas from the old stamp set to use with the new one as well. So thank you, Susan, so much for bringing me this idea book. I love that they called it an idea book too, because it really is an idea book. This is where we get lots of inspiration for our crafting. So, okay, I have my website up in the corner showing, as well as the host code that is good right now for July. That let me put this so that it's got a background. So if you place an order on my online website and use that host code, that's where you can go and get the Designer Series paper that's on sale. You can also join my team right from that website and select the color family that you would like of ink pads. I will send you a collection of cards. I have 700 cards that I have made, and I will send you a collection of 5 of those cards if you place an online order this week using that host code. And I lost the rest of my train of thought. I'm so sorry. I will have to place an order pretty quickly for the classes on July 14th. So I'll post some deadlines on for you to sign up and join us for that day of fun as well, when we feature some of these products. I hope that you can join us. I hope that you enjoyed the little treat bag that we made today, as well as the larger one that I've already misplaced, and got an inkling of the products from the new catalog too. I'm having fun playing, and I would love to play along with you. So please join me, and let's stamp soon, and use this kind of ideas to not hoard our paper. We're not going to hoard paper this year. That's a theme that you'll see with a lot of demonstrators. So I'll say goodbye for now. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.